League area. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging.
Welcome to Before the Game, proudly brought to you by The Professionals.
And welcome to Before the Game. It is round 10 of the Swanport Hotel RMFL season, coming you today live from the Peak Oval. I'm Matthew Hood, welcome to everybody. Today it is the Ramsey Brothers and JCB rivalry round. We'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. Before the Game is brought to you by Professionals Murray Bridge. And first of all, welcome to you, Captain. How are you going?
Fantastic, Matt. Really looking forward to this and really looking forward to the rivalry round today. It's going to be a huge round, not just here at Peak, but all the other games are going to be really interesting.
Absolutely, and I'd like to introduce Tim Glover from Ramsey Brothers. Tim, welcome aboard, and thank you very much for coming on board as sponsors with Ramsey Brothers and JCB.
Absolute pleasure, Matt, and pleasure to be here, and good to see you again after a long period.
Absolutely, we go back a little way, don't we?
We do, mate. We've got a bit of good history.
Absolutely.
And we've been catching up, but no, fantastic to be here, fantastic to be here at the Peak Oval, and fantastic to be supporting such a, I guess, a bit of a unique thing, and you said we'll talk about it later, but rivalry round and Ramsey Brothers and JCB. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. No, we do appreciate you coming on board for this very important round. We're going to just flick into our sponsors and just run through them before we start talking footy and a few other things. I'll hand over to you, Tim.
Fantastic, mate. Major sponsor, Swanport Hotel. Annual awards, Daesh Irrigation and Fodder Player of the Year. Dutton's leading goal kicker, Goal of the Year and Team of the Year. McHugh's Bakery and Lunch Trucks, Mark of the Year. Chemist King, Lyle Parker Club Championship. Moving along to our weekly awards, McHugh's Bakery and Lunch Trucks again with Mark of the Day. Dutton's, great team down there, Goal of the Day. Dutton's Team of the Week. Smiley Car Wash and Farm Fresh Markets Player of the Day. Elders Rising Star Best 21 and Under. Murray Sales Defender of the Day. Crowey's Paints 1%er, Coin Toss and Weatherwall. Replay sponsored by Red Arc and umpires by Enovan. So some great companies getting involved there.
Yeah, we certainly do, and thanks you to all our sponsors. Tim, just as quickly as I'll talk about the rivalry round and Ramsey Brothers and JCB, how did this eventuate?
I'm going to dob Linton Barrett in and then I'll dob Snelly in. But no, look, it came about from a discussion and you know, we're keen to get involved and, you know, the fabric of our business is out here in, being cliché, the heartland. You know, this is where majority of our customer base is. So, you know, the opportunity to get involved, it's always there, but we wanted to get involved in something a little bit more unique than just being a Ramsey Brothers sponsor, and threw a few ideas around and rivalry round came up and we managed to pull it together pretty quickly. Some great work by Snelly and as I said, Linton sort of led the way, and here we are. JCB is one of our really good partners, and we went to them and said, look, do you want to get involved with us? And they were more than happy to jump on board. So it's exciting. It's a 2-year deal at this stage. As I said, we sort of pulled it together pretty quickly this year, but hopefully next year we make it a bit bigger. But look, as I said, for us, it's you know, our business, majority of our business is out here in the country. So to get involved with the River Murray Footy League, we've got a branch in Murray Bridge, as well as 5 others across the state. But hey, it's a perfect fit, really.
Yeah, good stuff. You want to add anything to that, Captain?
Oh no, it's been great, and of course Tim's been really good and easy to deal with, and he's on message with us. His heart and soul's in local footy, born and bred, and and sort of is pretty entrenched in hill footy. So that just made it so much easier, pretty seamless, really.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Now, moving on, and again, thank you very much, Tim, for your sponsors, Ramsey Brothers and JCB. We drove out today in some style, didn't we? Hey, have a look at that. We're just going to bring up the picture of the brand new dealership in Murray Bridge, Dutton's Dodge Ram dealership, and
Impressive looking place.
really nice. They've done a great job there on Adelaide Road, and we cruised out in the Dodge Ram, and you thought you were just eating a bit, didn't you?
I didn't put my foot down once.
Oh, yeah,
I did
right.
I did it twice or 3 times.
Once more than usual.
Yeah, once more than usual. I said he just pulled back there. So thank you very much for Duttonson supplying us with the Dodge Ram to come out here today to Peak. Now also last week, if you remember back, it was the Big Freeze fight M&D. And the Suns and all the clubs did some great stuff towards that, but in particular the Suns had the slippery dip down the slide, and I think we've got some vision of that now, which you put together for us, Captain. So hopefully
The Suns put it together themselves. I just copied it off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Beautiful work. So let's just. I think Denise has got that ready for us. So we'll just slip to that now. That was the King of the Mallee, Baz Barrett, taking the plunge. He was a pretty nervous man prior to that, but well done to everyone out there, eh?
Oh, look, good on him, and good on all those people out there and getting involved. And I think there was a couple of guest sliders from Manham as well. I reckon Benny Quinn was one of them. Not sure who the other one was. Might have been Clint Warhurst, actually, the president. So
the president.
Well done to
And good on to them all. Had a little chat, guys, to the captain of the Mallee Storm in Chris Rudiker, so we'll have a little listen to what we had to say. Chris, thanks for your time today.
No worries.
Hey mate, first of all, captain obviously of the Storm, tell us a little bit about your junior footy.
My junior footy, well, I started off at the Karoona Footy Club.
Yep.
I don't even know how old I was. I didn't start real young, but
Yep. Well, they didn't have all the younger ones back in those days, did they?
no, not really, no. But played all my junior footy at Karoona.
Yep.
And then moved on to Manham.
Okay.
Just into senior footy.
Just into senior footy. And just tell us a little bit about your senior footy. So first of all, at Manham, how long was you there for?
I had first year of senior footy was a reserves year at Karoona.
Yep.
Followed with 4 years I went to Manham.
Yep.
That was 08 to 12.
Yep.
11, sorry. And a couple of years at East Murray
Yep.
in the Riverland Independent.
Oh, East Murray, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yep.
2 years there, chasing my now wife.
Yeah,
That's
good
where-
stuff.
That's where that came from.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, smart move.
And then back to Manham when the Independent, the East Murray, they went into recess.
Yep.
And then folded.
Yep.
And then back to Karoona in 2015.
Karoona in 15. You've been there.
And ever since, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, we've had a merger this year.
Yes.
How's that been involved in and being captain of a brand new club?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's interesting times, and sort of my stand point on it is I've got young kids and I want a club close to home. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's how that came about, and with my involvement, and really keen on getting something happening.
Yeah.
And then moving back into the River Murray, which is a league I've played a lot of footy in.
Yeah, absolutely. You know the standard's good, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
And like junior grading, very even, tight junior grades.
Yes.
Which is good for development, which is something I like to see.
Yeah. You mentioned you've got some young children. How old are your children?
Good question. There's 4 of them.
4?
Yeah, 4.
No mucking around?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was busy a few years back.
So what do you got, boys, girls? What have you got?
2 girls and 2 boys.
2 girls,
so
2 boys.
I've got Evie, she's 6,
Yep.
7.
Yep.
Nat, my first lad, is 5. Second daughter, Ali, is 4.
Yep.
I think she's still 4.
Yep.
And the youngest, Gus, is 9 months old.
9 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a bit going on.
Good stuff. No, that's excellent, and that keeps you busy. And that's what we want the country sport and that for, isn't it?
Yeah. No, like I said, like junior stuff, I love it. So I've coached a bit of junior footy a few years back at Corona, and
Good.
I'll probably look to get into it later on again.
Yeah, good stuff. And obviously, Adam Clune,
Yep.
is this the first time he's coached you?
It is.
Yeah, for sure. And how have you found him?
Yeah, good. He was at Peak a couple of years prior.
Right.
So I knew of him through playing against Peak, obviously, in
Okay.
Valley.
Yep.
But yeah, no, he's doing a good job. It was obviously tough, and
Yep.
we lack in depth a bit. So he'd be racking his brain a bit week after week, especially with injuries and stuff. But
Of course. Yep.
no, I think he's the right man going forward, and
Good stuff.
we've sort of talking. We've got a few leads for players for next year, so the work's already going.
Absolutely, in
forward.
place. Yeah, good stuff. No, that's really pleasing to hear, and
Yep.
big opportunity today for another win. So, so hopefully you can get
Yes.
all fired up for that. Okay, mate. Time for the 10 questions.
Yep.
Ready?
I am.
Short, quick answers.
I suppose, yeah.
Okay. Age,
33.
middle name,
Ray,
footy number,
number 1 this year.
number 1, nickname,
Rudy,
Rudy,
Yeah.
best mate at the club.
best mate at the club. Oh, I'm not going to pick one.
Okay.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, lots of mates. Yeah, good stuff. Steak and seafood.
Oh, steak, a good steak.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Favourite TV show.
Favourite TV show? I'm probably a Netflix binger, sort of.
Yeah, good
Anything,
stuff.
comedy movies.
Yeah, good stuff. No problem. Who do you back for in the AFL?
I suppose I follow Adelaide
Yep.
and Port Adelaide just because of South
Yep,
Australia. I'm
yep.
No particular team.
No particular one. Good stuff. Jocks or boxers?
Jocks for me.
Good
yeah.
stuff. Best player you've played with?
I'd say Nathan Brown.
Nathan
at
Brown.
Karoonda, he was pretty handy.
Yeah. And against?
Against James Moss.
James Moss. Yeah, I think
Yeah, he was
that's a pretty
pretty
fair call. He
Yeah,
goes right, doesn't he?
He was. And Johnny Boris is a handful too.
Yeah, he is, always is and still is, and I suppose you look forward to playing him each week, or next time you play him. So,
I suppose you can say that.
absolutely, mate. Chris, thank you very much. I
cheers.
appreciate your time today. All the best, and you might just get a win.
Yeah,
Thanks
we'll
for
see
that.
how we go. Cheers.
Good on you. Chris for giving up his time on game day, and I think he's a little bit nervous coming back from injury, captain. So
Yeah, quality lad. And,
Oh, he is.
And done some time out at Manham as well, and
Yep.
and knows the league. So yeah, 4 kids. Be a pretty busy man.
Absolutely. No, he's got his hands full, definitely. Time to have a look at some of the league awards, and we're going to hand over to Tim, first of all, for the Chemist King Club of the Year.
Fantastic, and thanks to Chemist King for their support. So, Club of the Year, Imps sitting on top at 54, Maipo behind them 44. Then we go down to Tailem 40, Jervois 36, down to the Cats 32, Suns on 28, Manham 18, Ramblers 12, and bringing up the bottom of the ladder there is the Storm on 4.
Lovely work. Thank you, Timmy. The Daesh Irrigation and Fodder Player of the Year, round 9 votes, starting off with you, Captain.
Yeah, Southern Mallee versus Manham. Ben Maroney picked up the 3, Josh Smithson 2, and Dylan Ribbons from Manham picked up the 1.
Yep, lovely work. And the Ramblers game, v Jervois.
Mate, top of the pops there, 3 points to Zane Barry. Dylan Barry second best there, and Luai Calais 1 point coming in third best.
Lovely work. The Huron Cats versus Mallee Districts.
Yeah, young Henry Turner picked up the 3, Charlie Fisher 2, and Brad Thompson 1. No surprise, they all went to the Storm, the Cats.
Lovely work. And Tim, the Maipo v Tailem Ben game.
Absolutely, mate. There was Nick Homsch, second there, Bodie Stewart, and coming in third, Stephen Mills.
Lovely. Let's have a look at the leaderboard, and on top is with 11 Josh Smithson, 10 is Jack Penfold, 9 is Alex Pfeiffer and Riley Robinson, 8 Clint Dement and Ryan O'Driscoll, and also Ben Maroney. Leading goal kicker, Captain.
Leading goal kicker, yeah, 31, Sam Sanders there on top. 26 to Ben Hanson and Johnny Boris together. Tommy Keogh with 21, Tom with 22, and Michael Leonard 21.
The Swamport Hotel League ladder.
Absolutely, Matt. Sitting atop at the moment on 14 points is Suns. Jervois second, Imps on, Jervois and Imps equal second on 12. Maipo come in on 8, Cats on 8 also. Ramblers 6, Manham sitting on 4 points, Talam and the Storm both on 2 points apiece.
Okay, time to have a look at the always controversial Dutton's Team of the Week. What's your thoughts on this week's team, Captain?
Yeah, look, Stephen Mills has hit some pretty consistent form. He's again named at 10 forward. Josh Boylan, full back last week. I thought he was pretty solid down there for the Manham Brews. Special mention to young Luau Kalai. I reckon about his 3rd or 4th naming in the Team of the Week. So well done to him, and he's on a really good progression curve in form this year.
Absolutely, going really well. Let's have a look at last week's results from round 9. First of all, it was the Southern Mallee Suns 63 defeated Manham 21, a margin of 42 points. Keeping in mind that game was abandoned in the third quarter due to a serious injury. Best for the Suns was Rory O'Driscoll. Best for Manham was Dylan Ribbons. Leading goal kicker for the Suns was 2 each to Josh Smithson, Rory O'Driscoll and Lewis Young. Leading goal kickers for Manham with 1 each was Isaac Hampel, Isaiah Hobbs and Aidan Holland. Over to you, Captain, for the next game.
Yeah, look, Ramblers were defeated by Jervois by 90, the margin 35 points. Best for Jervois, don't quite get that name, I don't think that name's correct, but best for Ramblers was Luau Kalai. And Dylan Barry kicked 4 for Jervois and 2 each to Max Marchetti and Alex Pfeiffer.
Lovely work, thank you. And for the next game, please, Tim.
Mate, it was the Cats, big winners over Mallee District, mate. They got up by 136 points. Best for the Cats, Henry Turner. And for the Storm, Harry Snodgrass. Leading goal kicker for the Cats, the Colonel, Sam Sanders with a lazy 7 for the day. And leading goal kicker for the Storm was Lachlan Paddock with 1.
Lovely work, thank you. And the last game was Maipo 126 defeated Taliban 67, a margin of 59 points. Best for Maipo was Nicky Homsch, and the best for Taliban was Brodie Edwards. Leading goal kicker for Maipo, 4 each to Stephen Mills, Jack Wilkins and Todd the King Howson. And the leading goal kicker for Taliban was Lucas Hunter with 5. Time for the next interview. Good opportunity. I sat down with Taliban's co-captains in Aidan Coakley and also the pretty boy Daniel Perks. So we'll have a little listen to that conversation now. Aidan and Daniel, thanks very much for your time on game day. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's just first of all talk about your junior footy. Aidan, where'd you start off your junior footy?
So I played all my junior footy at Chris's Beach.
All of it?
All of it, and South Adelaide. So between the two, yeah.
What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, I've actually played here all my junior footy until I was 16.
Yep.
And then I moved to Tailem in 2014 and been there ever since.
Wow, yeah, good stuff. Senior footy, what about that, Aidan? What did you do there?
Yep, so played a couple of Resi's games at South, but then predominantly Chris's Beach through and through. So played 200 A-grade games there.
Yep. And what about you, Perksy?
Yeah, I've been at Tailem since I was under 17s. And played a year at Sturt, and then back to Tailem.
Yep, so you've been there the whole time in one player club, just about?
Just about, yeah.
Player,
I played a few senior games here a few years ago.
Right.
But yeah, Tailem since then.
Yeah, good stuff. Aidan, first year at Tailem Beat.
Yep.
What brought you to Tailem? How did it all pan out?
So Beefy messaged me probably 3 or 4 seasons ago, got in contact with me, and I was close to playing 200 senior games at Christie's, and that was always a goal of mine, was to tick that off. And then COVID delayed that a few times, and then last year just changes in lifestyle, and the opportunity come up again. Played my 200th, and made the move.
Did Chile have anything to do with getting into the club?
Absolutely not.
No, not one little bit, eh?
Not one bit.
No, good stuff. Now, both of you played in the interleague game. Just tell us a bit about that experience. First year, Perksy, how'd you find that?
Yeah, it was good. That's probably the best thing I've played with. I've played, I think, 3 years now.
Yep.
And it's good to see so many people put their hands up and playing with it, playing in that team, especially the new teams.
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good experience, and good to see Aidan play pretty well in it too.
Yeah, a bit of a day out, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Went all right. What about yourself, Aidan? How'd you find it all?
Yeah, it was good. It was a very good experience. I like the buy-in from the group this year. Like, I've played a couple of times for the Southern Footy League, and the buy-in's definitely a lot better this year here compared to down there the last probably 3 or 4 years, which is a sign of a strong league. I think.
Yeah.
Best place putting the hand up to represent the league, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it was well driven by the actual the committee and the RMFL and everything else. Everyone was on board right from day one, weren't they? And I think it showed on the day.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, to think, like, we played some pretty good footy. Like, we moved the ball really well. We only trained together twice, so
yeah,
there was good buy-in. We had a license to play some pretty free-flowing footy, so it was it was nice. It was good. It was good fun. I think everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, the league's done a good job to get that community together with Lincoln Barrett and all that to get them on board, and that's working well, I think. So hopefully it can continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, big game for you guys today. Opportunity for another win. Thoughts?
Yep, every game's an opportunity for a win. I think we've underperformed first round this year. I think we have every chance to get 3 or 4 wins in this round. Yeah, we've got a good side on the pitch today. And hopefully
you're in a rebuilding stage at the moment, aren't you? So it's going to take a little bit of time for that to come together.
Yeah, we've had a lot of outs, a lot of ins, so it's just building that rapport with the group and getting them together for a few games, and hopefully we can come better in the second half of the year.
Good stuff.
I think we can.
Time for the 10 questions. Short, sharp, shiny, no mucking around. Age?
30. 26.
Middle name?
Thomas.
Don't have one.
Footy number?
9.
17.
17, I've got tons of that. Nickname?
Cokes.
Cokes?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Keep it simple. Best mate at the club?
Not Chili.
Oh, mate.
Come on, Chili's open for an answer here.
There's someone next year.
Perks or Robbie. Yeah, Robbie goes alright. Yeah. Perks is a better bloke.
He's not a bad fella. And you, Pexy?
Dylan Zetto.
Oh, not Chili?
No, not Chili. Dylan Zetto.
Dylan Zetto.
The wombat.
Good stuff. Steak or seafood?
Steak.
Steak. Yep. Favourite TV show?
Controversial, I'll say Home and Away.
Good stuff. I'm almost there with you.
You've got to own it.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to make a statement sometimes. See about you, Pexy.
I'm going to go movie, Hot Rod.
Movie?
Yeah.
Okay, don't know that one. Any back from the AFL?
Crows.
A couple of Crows boys.
Yep.
Jocks or boxers?
Jocks.
Good stuff. Best player you've played with or against?
I have to say Jacob Crate.
Jacob Crate.
Yeah, Jacob Crate's the best player.
Right.
He's won 4 best and fairest at Christie's.
Yep.
Played league footy at South. Just
Goes all right, eh?
Oh, he's like magic.
Yeah. And what position does he play?
On ball forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Played a lot of footy with him, and it's just
bit of a
things
friend,
that he can do.
Yep.
Just,
Unbelievable. And what about you, Perksy?
Well, maybe Jacob's brother Ben, but Matt Wilson was good last year. Captain of the state team. He's a great player.
Yeah. Goes all right.
Yeah, he's very good.
Good stuff. Guys, hey, thanks for your time on Game Day. Much
buddy.
appreciated. And all the best.
Thanks, mate.
you.
Cheers.
Done.
And a big thank you to both those guys for having a chat to us on Game Day, and it was interesting to hear a few of their stories, and also about the Interleague as well.
Oh, ripper player, Aidan Coakley. I mean, both of them are state country for Daniel Perks as well, but Aidan Coakley runs end to end and just doesn't get after. We'll see that later on today.
Yeah, no, looking forward to that. Let's have a look at what the club's been doing with their Facebook pages, and we're going to start off with the Suns, and over to you, Tim.
Plenty happening down there, down Lameroo today, Ladies' Day, starting at 2:30, and they have a special VIP area. So I'm sure there'll be a few hills kicked off, and they'll be into it down there. So
Baz might be serving drinks in a tutu or something.
Oh, you never know with Baz.
I don't know, they might be still wanting that Spider-Man outfit. I reckon that might come out just a bit more often than we know about.
Good stuff. And over at Imps, Captain.
Yeah, so big day today. Jared Lean making an appearance for the Blues, first time for quite a few years since he was a junior. Played one game at A-grade back in 2012 when he was at Sturt as a junior. So, Jack Penfold and him are having a bit of a powwow later on tonight. It wasn't done Thursday.
Right.
So they're just going to have a bit of a Q&A session. So that'll be interesting.
Absolutely. Now, time for Jerboys. We're going to get a little bit of theme music on for this first one. At Jerboys, it is the Wolf Blast Ladies' Day today, and the bubbles will be flowing. And I'm hearing rumours that the injured Ben Hansen will have the shirt off serving the ladies. So stay tuned for that. That will sell out. If that is the case, that will sell out over at Jervois.
That'll make the Lameroo ladies a bit disappointed if they see
Absolutely.
lining up Baz next to Ben.
There might be a inter-Ladies' Day bus transfer.
Oh dear, let's hope that does eventuate. And he's got the abs too. Don't worry about Benny Hansen. He
goes all right.
He is ripped, that man.
Yes,
so
he goes all right.
That'll be a bit of a favourite for the ladies. Okay, let's stay focused. On to My Palonga, please, Tim.
She's hard to come back from that one, but yeah, MyPo, iPod Shuffle even, I can't talk. Next Saturday night, only $10 per song with prizes to be won. So should be a good night down there next Saturday night.
Absolutely. The Cats, Captain.
Yeah, the Cats had a big day, also raising funds for MND, so well done to the Cats, good effort, and great to see great causes being shared around. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that next year, and more bigger focus, particularly with programming as well. So
absolutely.
Watch that.
Manham, Tim.
Mate, get on the South Australian Country Footballer Facebook page and help Madam celebrate the Country Footballer of the Week. This week is their very own Jake Keller.
Yeah, he played very well last week, he did.
He's in good form.
He's in good form. And just moving over to the Storm, Captain.
Yeah, on the 22nd of July, they're having a sponsors day out at Karoonda, as well as their goods and services auction, so get behind them. And today, here is the 30-year reunion.
Yes.
For 93 Peak Premiership. They beat Karoonda way back, and it was the last grand final of the Mallee
District.
the Murraylands League.
Murraylands,
yes,
Sorry,
that's right.
Mallee, the Murraylands League. So
big day.
Toby was at pains to come and tell me I better give that a plug because he played that day. I think he was 16.
16. He was very.
That was easy.
That makes him 46. No, it's Toby Downs.
Oh, Toby. Sorry. Yeah. Righty. Hey, good stuff.
Yep.
All right,
a few stories later on.
Yeah, I've got no doubt the stories will get bigger and better as the day goes. Let's have a look at Tarlem Bend. And always great to see some pictures of some of the young and upcoming superstars of the league, and some great shots there from Tarlem Bend. All right, let's move along and let's start having a look at this week's games. And the first game that we're going to have a look at is the Imperials v Ramblers.
Fantastic, mate. Outs for Ramblers, just the one Kai Roberts this week, and Shannon Callery comes in. Plenty out for Imps, Brodie Morrell, Sean Samlich, Mitch Leanett, Lucas Young, Nathan Sorensen and Braden Martin. Obviously with plenty of outs, there's plenty of ins and some strong ins here. Jared Leanett, Carter Norman into the side, Luke Harrowfield, Gareth Williams, Jack Bell, Aidan Morrell and Baz Darlitz. Mate, obviously rivalry round is going to be a big game down there in the bridge at Johnson Park. I am going to go with, as I tend to, the home ground advantage. I'm going to go for Imps today.
Imperials. Just tell us a little bit about Carter Norman, please.
So Carter Norman's a new guy in for the Blues this week. He's a 185 centimetre mid-forward player. He's just played the one game down at Woody West Torrens in the reserves. He was aligned with Edwardstown this year, but he's coming out the Imps and to have a run out there as well. So interesting to see how he goes. He's played the last couple of years in Country Victoria.
Yeah.
Not sure, he's not that old. I don't think he's 23 or something.
Yep.
So, Anyway, it'll be interesting to see how he goes.
And your tip?
Oh, the double Blues here. Look at that. Jared Leanett on a wing.
Leanett on a wing.
Look at Luke Harrowfield
hey.
back, and he's probably on the other wing.
Geez, you were up and about when you rang me this week and told me, didn't you?
I told you it was a secret.
And I kept it a secret until someone else rings me and tells me that he's playing. I said, hey, it didn't come from me, but no, very much a luxury to have a Jared Leanett playing on a wing. So for me, I'm going to go with Imps, but it's going to be a reasonably close game. I think Ramblers are getting better and better. So let's have a look at the next game. We've got the Southern Mallee Suns versus the Cats out at Lameroo. Let's run through the ins and outs.
Yeah, this is a very interesting game because I think in the Murray Bridge News I tipped the Suns to beat the Cats, but I'm going to change that tip because I'm looking at the outs for the Suns. Ben Moroney, Josh Smithson, Tom Werfel and Billy McNeely. The ins, Jordan Jones, Josh Ridgway, Callum Thomas and Bo Walkham. Not taking anything away from the boys that are in, but they are massive outs for the Suns. The Cats outs, Jace Ridley, Rhodey Vandenbreek, in Liam Thompson, Paddy Barrett. So there's probably pretty balanced coming in and out. Like I said, I'm changing my tips and I'm going for the Coorong Cats to make amends from round one.
Tim, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. There's some pretty big outs there, but I'm going to continue with my theme, mate. I think plenty going on down there at Lameroo today, ladies'
More
day.
customers at Lameroo than there are at...
Well, no, I don't think I've got feet in both camps there, I'm going to offend someone. It doesn't matter which way I go. But as I said,
Ramsey Brothers still statewide. They're everywhere.
Exactly.
So.
But no, I think, mate, with plenty going on down there, even with some big outs, the home ground, they're up and about. Look, the Cats are too, but I think home side's going to get that one.
Yeah, unlike the captain, I did pick the Cats earlier in the week, and there's no need to change that. And I did that without knowing those outs. No. I thought, before I even heard those outs, that the Cats are going to win.
They could be foxing.
Look, Adam Moller has tweaked their game plan. Had a good conversation with Adam Moller this week, and he's just tweaked a couple of things.
As the team manager at the Suns, doing a bit of foxing and bring these guys in. I don't know. Are these genuine outs?
They're genuine outs. It's named on.
Might be a last minute on Player HQ.
Player HQ, they were named like that. And I tell you what, the Suns are straight down the line, so they wouldn't be mucking around like that. Nick Hyde doesn't muck around. But I am. It's going to be a ball over today at Lamoureux, and it's going to be a ball over.
Convincing win.
I don't know about a convincing win, but the Cats are going to get the job done, and it'll be the second loss for the Suns this year. So so the Cats for the win there. Okay, let's move on and let's have a look at the Jervois v Maipo game, please, Tim.
Absolutely, mate. A couple of outs for Jervois. Dill Barry's out, Carl Timms. In for them comes Josh Holding and Josh Hickmont, so a couple of Joshes in. Out for Maipo, Gotchi, Lockie Gotch, Sam Elliott, and in for Maipo, Jack Lusky, Jordan Hine. Again, mate, she's going to be a tough one, that one, but I think, again, I'm staying with my theme. I'm going for Jervois, home ground advantage. I went down there on the way here. They were a bit up and about down there. So
big crowd out there too.
There was a lot of people there, so great to see. And but I'm going to stick with the Bloods there.
Good stuff. And, Captain, your thoughts?
I'm changing again.
Here we go.
I knew this was going to be a good match.
This is like the new world where you can just midweek just
I'm a touch on my feminine side here. I'm allowed to change my mind.
Okay. We'll leave that where it is.
Absolutely. I'm
just looking at the outs, Dylan Barry out for Jervois and the in for Maipo, Jack Lusky just for a start, and Jordan Hine. So I just think the balance is in the favour of the visitors, and I think Maipo Longa are playing really, really solid football. Jervois have been getting the points and getting it done. They've probably haven't got off to the start. So
Undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated. They haven't been getting off to a good start, and if they don't get off to a good start today, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
But
it's hard work if you get chase all day.
It may be Maipo. It may be Maipo's day today.
Okay. All right. So you an
I'm
upset.
tipping Maipo Longa an upset.
So you've another change off your tip.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well I think first of all, a massive in with Jack Lusky. Johnny Lusky. From Jervois is very, very nervous. Rang me a couple of times this morning and he goes, I don't know what's going to happen out there today, but he's changed all his plans and he's going to be there. He wasn't going to be there all day. He's now going to be there all day. So, he'll be giving us a few updates. So I am going to stick with Jervois only because it's at home in a very, very close game, and Maipo are building some momentum, I tell you. So just look out for Maipo in the second half this year, and great game there today, but Jervois just. Okay, let's look at the ins and outs, please, for the big game right here at Peak Oval, the Mallee Districts versus Talan Ben.
Yep, so outs for the Storm are Brandon Waite, Josh Watts, Ryan Morris, Cam Jacob. Now the ins, Chris Rudiger, Andy Vines, Matthias Warren and Mac Pedrick. So massive injection of players into the Storm for today. Talam out, Sam Martin, Cam Franks, Blake Zatto. In Nathan Stark, Nate Chandler and Damon Pake. It'll be a good match.
Who did you pick on earlier in the week in the media?
Gee, I might have picked Talan Ben.
I think you did. Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick with that. Only because of two blokes that were sitting on the stools here earlier.
You've jumped off every other side you've tipped.
One is Aidan Coakley, excuse me. I'll talk to you, Tim, then.
And I'm all ears.
The other one, Daniel Perk, but they've got Nathan Stark back in. He's quality footballer as well.
Yep.
Like I said, their side probably just lacks that ruckman and that key forward. Be a good match, but I think Talam just.
Yep, for sure. And your thoughts, Timmy?
I'm not changing. I'm going to stick with the home side. It's going to be an interesting game. As we sit here doing this now, the sun seems to have come out. I think the wind's going to play a big factor, and I think it's going to be whoever deals with that. So I'm going to give the Storm the, as I said, the home ground advantage again. I think I'll play the oval a little bit better today, but it should be a ripping game of football.
Beautiful.
Absolutely, and I think I went with Talan Ben. I'm going to stick with that, and I think it's going to be an absolute cracker of a game here. It's two sides very evenly contested, and so I think Talan Ben just. Now, before we get into Matt's quiz, I just want to mention again our great friends at Professionals Murray Bridge. So if at any point you're looking for anything David and Karen, anything in the real estate game, by all means, make sure you give David a call, and he will certainly look after you because he knows his stuff, he knows the right business, and they're great people to deal with. Okay, it's almost time now, well it is time, Timmy, for the almost award-winning Matt's quiz.
Hell.
All right, now we're going to bring in the president of the River Murray Football League, Mr. Gogel, come into the fourth spot, and our assistant helper here with the professionals paddles, our buzzers. Now, last week Jimmy's wasn't working because he didn't have the professionals faced around the right way. So you've got to have them for the buzzer to work. You've got to hold it up like that. Yeah, got to hold it up like that. Now we're just going to test the. Hang on. wait till I say. We're going to test the buttons, please.
Captain.
Yep.
Tim.
Prez.
Oh, the prayers. Nice.
Prez
That's cool.
today.
Oh, now I haven't got a pen. Jimmy, can you get me a pen too, please? 2 weeks in a row that I've forgotten my pen, guys. Surely I'd get myself
Floor
one of those
manager's
there.
doing overtime here.
Yeah. No, don't throw it, Jimmy. I can't catch. Jeez. All right. Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Right. Now the first one is a multiple choice. Now you can't come in until after I've read the last question. Okay.
How many choices is there?
Well, there's 3.
Multiple.
There's multiple. More than one. Thank you, Tim. JCB Farm Machinery has been producing farm machinery since A, 1945, B, 1950, or C, 1935.
Prez.
Yes, Prez?
1935.
No, incorrect.
Captain.
Yes,
1945.
correct. Jeez, you know, you
Very
started-
good.
Yeah,
I forgot what the middle one was.
yeah, right, you're listening to
No more multiple choice.
Question number 2. Who do the Coorong Cats play today?
Captain.
Yes.
Southern Valley Suns.
Yep. Oh, geez, you're on fire here today. Right, that's a tick, that's a tick. One of the great commentators in Bruce McAvaney turned 70 this week. Spell his surname.
Tim.
Yes, Tim?
I'm going to go with McAvaney.
I'm impressed.
Beautiful.
I'm impressed, yes. That's a one to Tim. Good stuff. Not many people can get that right. They always go MAC, but
I've always been special.
yeah, no, absolutely. Yep. Now, question number 4. No, it's not a multiple choice. During the week, Tim and the captain stood in front of what new JCB machine?
Captain.
Captain.
It was the JCB 8330 Icon. It's a fast track model.
How did you know that?
I don't know, but I'm impressed, mate.
I just do my homework.
So it was the JCB Fast Track 8330, which is
Icon.
correct.
Icon.
Icon.
Yeah.
Icon. 8330
I
Icon.
reckon that's a loaded question, you guys.
No, not at all. Well, you watched the video. You should have been able to watch
Yeah,
that.
but I couldn't.
Clearly not as many times as the captain.
I practice.
Okay, question number 5.
Genius setup then.
No, not at all. Okay, which star from Channel 7 front bar will be hosting this year's Logie Awards? Yes.
Prez.
Yes. What'd you say?
I said, the Prez.
Yeah, okay. The press, right?
Sam Pang.
Yes, correct. 1, 2, Gogs. Lovely work. Now, multiple choice. Including the head office, Ramsey Brothers have how many branches? A5, B6 or C7?
Captain.
Timmy.
We have
better get
6.
this right.
We
Yeah.
have 6.
6 branches.
Yes.
Name them, please.
We have Murray Bridge, Riven in the mid-north, Kimber, Cummins, Woodner and Cleve on the west coast.
Lovely work. I'm glad you got that one right.
Points.
Okay.
You would want to get it wrong.
I would too.
Can you test your buzzer again, please, President?
Yeah, Prez is
No,
here,
thank
but
you.
my mind isn't.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Number 7. Who was this week's South Australian football with a face page country
Captain.
of the week? Yeah, Captain.
Jake Keller.
Yeah, Kate Keller. Captain. See, very competitive, isn't he?
He is,
Very
I know.
competitive.
You got to win.
Who's the RMFL leading goal kicker?
Captain.
Oh,
Sam Sanders.
how many?
31.
Yep, got it right. Okay. All right. You can't answer this until after the end of the question. The Dodge Ram, which is right behind us, thanks to Duttons for letting us drive that up. The Dodge Ram has a 5.8 litre Hemi engine. True or false?
Captain.
Tim.
That is false. It has a 5.7 litre Hemi engine.
Nice work, Timmy. Yes,
It's a 350.
So, you being a car buff, you'd have all been over that.
350 cubic inches, 5.7.
Right, it is a 5.7. And did it have some power, right? Hey? Whew.
Didn't speed though.
No,
Matt.
no, we
Mark
didn't.
Machete, didn't speed.
Way we went.
Out on 100.
Okay, question number 10. Australia won the first Ashes test by what?
Prez,
Yes?
2 wickets.
Yes, correct. Correct. Well done. And I'm going to just go into the tie break. Not really need it because the captain's won, but just for the shits and giggles, we'll go. Which Geelong player got knocked out on
Captain,
Thursday night's
Prez.
game? Yes.
Jeremy Cameron.
Yeah. Oh, you're on fire. Stop it. All right.
He got RSI on that right elbow, I'm sure.
You should. I told you
Yeah,
he's
it's good
competitive.
cheering.
Absolutely.
I warned Tinny before the Matt's quiz that he gets very competitive, and it's like getting into a cage with a wolverine. That's what it's like. you know,
100%.
like-
I didn't buy it was going to be that good, but no, but impressive. Impressive.
So 6 to the captain, 3 to Timmy, and 2 to the president. So that's Matt's quiz for this week, and we're just going to finish out just a couple of quick thank yous. First of all, Kenny on the camera, Jimmy who's been running around with props, and we've got Denise and Mary Lou in there, and Sophie's keeping an eye on us. Also, we want to thank, obviously, our great friends at Ramsey Brothers, Tim, for your sponsorship today in Rivalry Round. magnificent from Ramsey Brothers and JCB. Fantastic. We love what you've done for us, and you'll be in the box with us for the rest of the day.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And as I said at the start, mate, it's a great opportunity, and we're looking forward to this year and next year, and hopefully making it bigger and better.
And we'll be doing some presentations on the ground after the game to the winning side. You have got for the winning side?
Yeah, so just some hats at this stage that the winning side will get. I think there's about.
Well, not just hats. They
are Ramsey Brothers hats.
The Ramsey Brother hats.
Limited edition, out of our new merch range, and a Best On Player award.
Best On Ground award, a $75 Swamport Hotel voucher.
Wow.
As well as a Farm Fresh
market this
Best On
week.
Ground, yeah. So the one player will receive $125 worth.
Wow.
We're one of the most prized.
Oh, that's not bad for an afternoon's work, is it?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. And that will be judged by three of the greatest football minds going around.
Plus you, me, and Tim.
Yeah, as well as us.
We will catch up with him later.
Mr. President, thank you very much, Tom. Doing a great job with the league. We're not going to get you to comment because we haven't got much time. Captain, thank you very much. And Timmy Glover, I'm going to shake your hand because it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Absolutely, mate. Good to see you.
And,
good stuff. Cheers, mate.
Good stuff. And we'll be back with the main game in a little while.